You know the only reason I'm out here? This is the only chance that I get out here by myself. You notice that Mr. Gleason is making a change? And I've got strict orders to tell no jokes. Just introduce the next act. You know what burns me up about Gleason? He's got his own television show. Telling me what to do, pushing me around. You won't believe this. Up until 7 months ago, Gleason was a clothing salesman. That's the truth, right down here on 14th Street. And I know the man that he used to work for, and he said Gleason was the best salesman he ever had in the store. Now, you won't believe this. Come here. A woman came in to buy her husband a suit of clothes. This poor woman's husband had just died, and she wanted to bury him in this suit. Gleason talked her into buying an extra pair of pants. Since he's got this show, what a head. Backstage, nobody will talk to him. The stagehands, everybody's mad at him. He keeps going around talking all the time about all the pictures he's been in. He says, I was in this picture, that picture. I've been in a few pictures. I never saw Gleason in a picture. Well, he swears up and down that he was in a picture that was made easily 9 years ago with Charles Lawton. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Remember? Gleason didn't think anybody'd ever catch the picture. I caught it in one of those neighborhood theaters where they have revivals. I sat through the thing 3 times looking for it. And if he's in it, he's the guy they stuffed up Lawton's back. Did you know that no act that's on this show unless Gleason approves? You won't believe this. I was playing in Pittsburgh last week, so was Miss Vivian Blaine, and 2 or 3 of these acts. Gleason came on, and we all came back on the train. There was 9 of us, and a new trombone player in Sammy Spears' band. Now, get a load of this. After the years I've been in this business. Coming from Pittsburgh, everybody had a compartment or a drawing room but me. I had to sleep in an upper berth with the trombone player. Have you ever slept with a trombone player? That's him. He was having the darndest dreams. He kept dreaming that he was riding a bicycle. I bet you never heard of that one. He must have thought he had the bicycle up in the berth with him because he kept pedaling all night. The only time I got any sleep on the whole trip was on this side of Altoona, coming down the mountain. He was coasting. So mad by this time, I go and I wake up Gleason. He had a drawing room. And I said, either I get a compartment the rest of the way to New York, or you can take my 6 months' notice. Well, I got the compartment. But I got out of it in Harrisburg, and I never went back in it, and I'll tell you why. I was sick and tired of the conductor letting me in at every station. About you, Jack.
Yes, I heard it.
How are you?
I have a little speaker in my dressing room. I heard the nice things you said about me.
You did, huh?
And just as I was coming out here to give you a number that you could have killed the people with.
No kidding. What kind of a number?
Well, it's a little parody on, what's the name of that song? This Ain't Worth Fighting For. It's an old tune, but I wrote a very clever parody on it, and you would have been a big hit.
Well, how am I going to learn it?
Well, you don't have to learn it. I talked it over with Sammy Spear. They know the music.
Yeah.
And I can just walk up and down behind you and give you the words, and you sing them to the audience, and you'll kill the people.
A lot of laughs in it?
Oh, a lot of laughs.
Right.
That's putting it mildly.
Give me the first line.
All right.
Okay. Give me it again. I met a girl, like all fellas do, Like all fellas do, I tried to kiss her. You'll have to be a gentleman, she insisted. I tried and I tried, till she resisted. Are you sure of this? There's nobody laughing at the verse.
This is only the verse. Wait till you get into the chorus. You'll fracture the whole mob.
A lot of laughs in the chorus?
Certainly.
Give me the chorus. So, I took her home in a taxi. I thought I'd try to kiss her once more. When I heard a voice within me whisper, is this worth... Are you sure of this? I'm scared to death of this thing, I really am.
Will you just do the number? I'm telling you, they're going to start laughing any minute.
Give me the next line. Oh, the taxi stopped all of a sudden, and we both had thrown to the floor. When the driver turned around and grumbled, what do you... I don't trust you.
Will you just go ahead?
You'll be doing it yourself.
I'm doing too much already.
Well,
This
give me
is
the
all
next.
for you.
We reached our destination. My feeling sure we're hurt was there that I met her husband. He looked at me and said, who is this little squirt? I thought her husband was going to shoot me, but he didn't even get sore. He just put his hand in mine and whispered, it ain't... Well, I do not like the song. Don't tell me there's any laughs in that song.
Don't blame it on the song. It's all your own fault.
Wow.
Well, you don't say the words clearly enough. It's your diction. It's all off. You're pumping and everything else.
Listen,
You're not getting the words out right. How do you expect these people to laugh if they can't hear the funny stuff that you're singing?
Are you hinting that you could sing that song and get more laughs? Is that it?
More laughs? I would not only kill the people here in the theater, but anybody passing the theater.
No kidding.
Certainly.
That I have got to see.
Just step back, please.
That's so good.
I took her home in a taxi.
Don't get a swell head because you got to laugh. They do a lot of drinking in this town. You mean to tell me that that's nothing but diction?
Purely diction, pal.
That I can... Now, go ahead, do it. I want to watch your lips.
Just watch the lips go.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I took her home in a taxi.
Now, that's what I call the lowest form of comedy. If I can't get a laugh with a spoken word, I never go in for that kind of stuff. Now, you watch my lips. So, I took her home in a taxi. Yes, Jackie.
You know I love to have you around. You know, Bert,
What?
the last time you were on the show, we got many, many wonderful compliments about that little nostalgic we did.
Oh,
You know where we did Van and Skank, and I did Jolson, and
Yes,
you did
yes, and they like it.
George and
Well,
Cohen.
let's do it again tonight.
Well, all right. Well, what you
I've
do?
got an idea. I want to see you do one of the first things that you ever did in showbiz because I saw you when you started. Would you do that?
Oh, yeah. Well, you tell them about it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie is going to do an impression of one of the most loved comedians of all time. Not only by the older folks, but he was just loved by the kids. Here he is, Joe Penner.
Do you want to buy a duck? When the pussy willow whipper to the catnip, to the catnip, to the catnip. When the pussy willow whisper to the catnip, I will whisper think nothing to you. Say, what is this?
Now, I saw you do this one time. I want you to do Ted Lewis.
Oh,
You do Ted Lewis, and I'll do Georgie White.
All right, George White the dance. Just me and my shadow. Yeah. Oh,
because there's nobody there. Getting fancy, eh, pal? A big finish.